Good morning, everybody. John Ponick with the Mojave Valley Daily News. This is the Daily Dose for Wednesday, July 28th. As always, it's brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. At the Tri-State Radiology Center, located in Fort Mojave, your images will be read and available within 24 hours. No need to wait several days to get your images to your doctor. That, Jeff, is the biggest pain in the butt when you have your MRI already done and you have to call and call and wait.
Yep.
And where is it? And
that's why Tri-State's the best.
They are the best.
They are the best.
Call today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Remember, at the Tri-State Radiology Center, your image means the world to us. All right, Wednesday. What day is it? Hump Day.
Yes.
All right, we got a bunch to do. Good morning, David and Mark and Shar and Amy.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw my
homegirl
awake. Pamela's in there. Jeff, Mark, Sandy.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome.
All right, let's start with our breaking news.
Okay.
You got a structure fire this morning, 500 block of Malibu Plaza.
Correct.
2 structure fire. One lady suffered minor burns. She was taken to the hospital, I would assume.
Actually, she did not go to the hospital. She just was
minor burns.
treated on scene
and said, "I'm good."
Brushed it off. Yep.
Lost 2 cats that are apparently still missing.
Yeah, she doesn't know where they went. She thinks they may have perished.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
So 1 this morning it happened. We don't have a cause yet. Good morning, Clay. We'll hopefully have some more information on it today. If you're not familiar, we have a whole process that we have to go through to get a hold of the official word from the fire department. So we will try and get that as soon as possible and get the information out. Hopefully we can locate that lady's kitty cats.
That's right.
Then we have this guy.
Oh, boy.
This is Raymond Michael Lopez, 43, of Kingman. He has been charged with felony child abuse. Mr. Lopez, it says his woman, so I don't know if it was his wife. Yes. So, Mr. Lopez's wife called the police on about 3:30 on July 21st, said that her husband and her kids were at the. She went to pick her kids up after driving to pick up her 2 children from school. She left her 1-year-old son with her husband in their car. When she and her children exited the school building, the car was gone. She walked home, saw that the car wasn't there, so she called the. She walked to her parents' house to call and report the car and the family missing. Then she walked back home, went inside, and he was sleeping on the couch. No car and no kid. So they activated the OnStar. They located the car. In the car was the 1-year-old, still strapped in the car seat with the windows up. He had no injuries, thank God, but he was arrested for felony child abuse. She had also reported that he was intoxicated when he drove away.
Oh, boy.
So she left her drunk husband in the car with their 1-year-old, and he decided that he was going to go take a nap.
Bad choices.
Yes, bad choices. So he has been charged with felony child abuse. All right, Mojave Valley Elementary School District gets new values, goals, vision statement. Superintendent Cole Young down at the Mojave Valley Elementary School District presented the school district's core values, goals, and vision statement at their regular board meeting last night. One of the, they had a list of 3, the core values. All students can learn, high expectations with high levels of support, innovation for future students, and universal collaboration. So they take those values, they put together a kind of a plan for how they're going to be addressing them. The big thing was, how are these kids that are entering school right now going to be set when they graduate high school and go off to college? He said, and this scared the heck out of me, he said that the kids going into kindergarten this next week,
Yeah.
they're the class of 2034.
Wow.
Oh,
Man.
suddenly feel old.
I'm really old.
So, so they start school on Monday. Mojave Valley Elementary School District starts school on Monday. So The good thing about it is that they said enrollment and preliminary early enrollment in most of the schools was up. The summer school had 13 participants. There's been a 101 student increase at Mojave Valley Junior High. So all the numbers seem to be up pretty well. So good for them. That's good to see.
Yeah, values, goals, and vision.
Yes.
Like it.
All right, let's jump into the fire board there. We got a nice picture here of that's Bullhead City Fire Chief Pat Moore over on the left, studying those papers intently.
That's a lot of paperwork.
Yes. And then in the middle, covering his face, is Board Chairman Dave Cummings. On the left is Karen Flanagan, and on the right is Chuck Moore. We also had Paige Wise participate via Zoom, and Norma Brummett was absent. So they were talking about how much money they've saved the fire department. So there's a whole public safety pension program that's been going on. It was underfunded for years and years and years. It left the state $34 million. No, it left us, our district, $34 million behind, and that had to be paid back over the next 20 years. They obviously had a loan to pay that back. Up until the state legislature just recently allowed that fire districts can go out and refinance these things. They were just stuck at a 7% rate. They now have been able to drop it from 7% down to 3%. That's going to save the fire district about $500,000 annually just in interest. That's like
Wow.
That's like your home loan, right?
Yeah.
$500,000 in interest is about
Pretty
what you
much.
got.
Yeah.
So that's for the pension shortfall. If everyone in the fire district retired right now, they'd be $34 million in the hole. They refinance this thing, and they're going to save a pile of money. There was some paperwork shuffle that they had to do with the budget to show the $34 million coming back in, and then the $34 more million going back out. But they, congratulations to them, to the whole board. They were able to save $500,000 a year just in interest rate.
That's
in
awesome,
interest
yeah.
charges, yeah. A couple other things they did. The only other thing they did, Fire Marshal Barbie Skeen talked about the fire hydrants. Up until recently, or actually still even today, EPCOR was responsible for maintaining the fire hydrants, testing them, making sure that they were all operating, repairing any ones that need to be done. Barbie Skeen Barrett said that 14 of the 2,900 fire hydrants in the city are out of service. EPCOR isn't responsible for all 2,900. Some of them are handled by Bermuda. Some of them are on private property, and then that it's their issue. So out of those 14, 8 of them are service hydrants belong to EPCOR. EPCOR was on a pace to do one repair a month. They don't believe it's going to be 8 more months before EPCOR is turned over to the city, or not EPCOR, but the water system is turned over. So there was some discussion about whose liability is it. And Chief Moore basically said, we don't really care about the liability. We just want to make sure they all work. I couldn't imagine pulling up somewhere and they can't put your house out because the fire hydrant down the street
Yeah, that
doesn't
would not
work.
be good.
Bullhead City School District slates back to school nights. I just want to give you the schedule on this real quick. The fall semester starts August 4th. So today, Fox Creek Junior High 8th graders from 3:30 to 5:30. Tomorrow, Bullhead City Middle School 5th graders from 3:30 to 5:30, and Fox Creek Junior High 7th graders 4:30 to 6:30. And then Monday, Bullhead City Middle School 6th graders 3:30 to 5:30, and all elementary schools, all campuses, pre-kindergarten through 4th graders from 5 to 7. So it is just a welcome back, campus tours, meet the teachers, that kind of thing. So they staggered it so that everyone gets a chance. If you've got an elementary child and a middle school child, you can visit both of them. Got a nice column in here from our editor. He's not in here this morning, so We could go 45 minutes. We might go an hour.
We could just go forever.
Yeah, we lock that door. They're going to have to
We're
unplug
kidding.
us.
We're kidding.
But he's got a nice story in here about air conditioning issues at his house, and he got some tips on how to, first of all, how to stay cool. One of the things he said in here, what was it?
Said
Take cool showers or baths. You know, Mike.
How can you do that?
Mike is not from this
He's
area.
not from here. He doesn't know.
So he doesn't understand that water at this time of year, there is no
always
such
hot.
thing as cool.
Always
Yeah.
hot,
Yes.
no matter how deep those pipes are.
Yes. And I also want to point out, we got on our opinion page, we have a column here from Mike Stanger. Mike Stanger is the CEO over at Warm Sea. A really interesting, informative column. So if you get a chance to read it, he talks about some of his staff, some of the things that they've been dealing with. And so it was really, really nice to see. All right, we're going to come back to sports
Okay.
and weather and all that stuff.
No problem.
But first, let's go to, hey,
Uh-oh.
Hot Pockets.
Oh, boy. I knew it.
Man.
It's food again, guys.
I don't do Hot Pockets too often, but when I do, they're the best. See, you got all this healthy fruits and vegetables and stuff, and you have Hot
And they
Pockets.
show the Hot Pockets.
I'm all over the Hot Pockets.
Yeah,
All
forget the fruit and the vegetables, huh?
right. Yeah, no.
All right.
All right, Laughlin Times.
Okay.
Three things I wanted to point out here. First, really quick, there is a COVID vaccination clinic today. It is from 8 to 4 at the Laughlin Community Health Center on South Point Circle. You know, our county is only at like 34% vaccinated. According to the Southern Nevada Health District in Laughlin, only about 22.5% are vaccinated. So
Wow.
they're lagging a little bit behind even us, and we're lagging behind the state. And then on Friday, a health fair will be going from 8 to noon at the Community Health Center in Laughlin. They're going to have diabetic screenings, blood pressure screenings, life screenings, sports physicals. The Lions Club will be there offering vision screenings. So that, has anybody identified who that lady is?
That's why I left her up there.
Let's see if anybody
Nobody
knows who
said
that
anything
is.
yet while you're talking
Should I
about
give you a hint?
No, let them do it. I think they can.
Well, nobody's come up, and that's the next story. So I'll give you a hint. Delta Dawn, what's that flower? Something.
Okay, yeah.
It's been a long
Gotcha.
time. So that is Tanya
Keep-
Tucker.
Keep their day job, John.
Yeah. Yep. Clayton Parker got it. Tanya Tucker.
Winner.
I'm thinking that Clay got it as soon as I started singing.
Yeah, he
he
got
knew.
it.
He recognized it
I
immediately.
don't think so. But anyway.
She will be coming to the East Center on December 4th. So she's, they got Miranda Lambert and the Goo Goo Dolls were just added, and Leonard Skinner and Kid Rock and Little River Band, which we'll talk about in a minute. Toby Keith. Got a lot of great acts coming there. She was just added, so that's pretty cool. That's
That is cool.
A blast from the past.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got a story here on the Water Battle Brews. We had some stuff on the front page brought to us by Cronkite News about Lake Powell and their issues that Lake Powell's having. They also have some information here on some so we're talking about how Lake Powell's at historic lows, and at the same time there is a group that is trying to take 86,000 acre feet, more than 140 miles to Washington County, Utah. So Jackie Wallen, who is the CEO over at Laughlin Chamber of Commerce, along with Bria Chiodini, Laughlin River Tours, I think is what the name of that company is, and Sharon Sauer, part of this committee that went there and fought for to try and help our community keep that water. The waters are our lifeline, obviously, and people aren't understanding apparently that there are people south of Lake Powell, a lot of people south of Lake Powell who rely on that water. So thank you to those three ladies for going out and fighting for us.
Yes.
All right, the entertainer. I hope Rita Brown's on here. You ready, Rita Brown? So on our cover, we have two stories. One is the Little River Band. It's like an all musical thing today. We have the Little River Band, and then we also have Little Joe y la Familia.
Y la familia. See, we got the accent. We can do it.
Sí.
See?
¿Qué pasa? I don't understand why it would be Little Joe y la Familia and not either Pequeño Joe y la Familia or Little Joe and the Family. It's half Spanish, half English, just all over the place. So, first off is the Little River Band. Both of these stories kind of are talking about the band, but it also talks quite a bit about everything within the band. So there is a breakdown on Wayne Nelson, Ryan Ricks, each of the band members in here, how they came to come together, talks about some of their hits. They will be at the East Center this Saturday, the 31st at 7 p.m. And then
That is the first show this.
that is the first one, yeah.
Cool.
And then the next story we have is on Little Joe y la Familia.
Uh-huh.
They will be at Harrah's Fiesta Showroom this Friday and Saturday at 8:30.
Ah.
So also talks about his coming from humble beginnings, who's going to be with him. He's bringing a couple of people. Do you know these people? Jacob Stitch Duran, professional boxing and MMA cutman.
I have not heard of them.
And Dolores Huerta, civil rights activist who co-founded the National Farm Workers Association. She'll be there.
Huh.
So he's bringing some friends.
He's got a posse coming.
He's bringing his posse,
All
yes. Yes. And then don't forget, we have movie reviews in here. Jim has his movie review coming out tomorrow. I'm not sure. Good morning, Rita.
We got called gringos.
What? I think I nailed it. Rita, Little Joe y la Familia.
How do you do, Rita?
Tell me how I did.
He's been practicing.
I have all night. All right, so let's talk about sports.
Sports, you got it.
So, we got a couple things here. The first thing we want to talk about is this is Ed Catalfamo along with Mojave Senior Caleb Riggs. Caleb is a swimmer, obviously for Ed. He's also part of the Barracudas. In fact, on July 24th, just a few days ago, he set a Barracudas record in the 50-meter breaststroke with a time of 33.49. A couple weeks ago or a month ago or so, we had a story about the Barracudas, and Caleb set out that he is pushing for setting records out there, and so he got one already. He's been swimming with the Barracudas for over a decade now. He was born and raised he was born in Kingman, raised here in Bullhead City, lives in Fort Mojave, works in Laughlin. So he's a.
I say he should be a lifeguard.
He should be a lifeguard.
He should be a lifeguard.
He actually works at In-N-Out.
I know, but he should be a lifeguard.
He should be a lifeguard. Yes. So we got a couple. I just wanted to mention a couple quotes in here. One was from him. He said, being a Barracuda, and this is a 17-year-old boy, being a Barracuda means representing Bullhead, showing hard work and dedication we put in after waking up early in the morning to practice. I just love the fact that he says being a Barracuda means representing Bullhead.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is awesome. So we got
very
quotes
mature kid.
Yes. We have quotes, and he's a 3.7 GPA. He's not really sure if he's going to keep swimming at the next level. And he doesn't really say what's going to happen there.
Rita gave your wife credit.
That's okay. That's all right. That's fine.
Take the credit, yeah.
That's fine, as long as I nailed it.
That's funny.
Sandy says all around great kid. Yeah, and the story reflects it. Jim did a nice job on that.
Very good, yes.
Two other things I want to mention real quick. Jones in, Fitzgerald out. First day of Cardinals camp. So the Cardinals reported to their camp yesterday. Chandler Jones was there. Larry Fitzgerald still hasn't determined whether or not he is going to be participating this year. We heard all year about Aaron Rodgers, but we didn't hear anything about this. So hopefully he'll be back. And then the Golden Knights traded the Vizina Trophy winner, Marc-Andre Fleury, was traded from Vegas to Chicago on Tuesday. It was shocking.
Wow,
he is some people believe that he is the best goalie in the NHL.
There was a lot of upset people. I saw the news over there, and they were A lot of
Yes.
people interviewed, even the kids.
Yeah, it was just I don't know. It's obviously it's a salary cap issue. The guy was due to make a pile of money, and so they traded him for a minor leaguer. It's crazy. All right, today in history.
Sure.
I never heard this before. Today in 1976, so I was 12 years old. I can't believe I didn't hear this. An earthquake devastated northern China, killing from an earthquake at least 242,000 people.
Wow.
You think I would have heard that?
Yeah, you think you would have known
And here's another one that blows me away. In 1995, a jury in Union, South Carolina, rejected the death penalty for Susan Smith, sentencing her to life in prison for drowning her two sons. She will be eligible for parole in 2024. This is a lady that should never ever get out of prison.
that. I say walk again.
Yeah.
Kind of being brutal.
She was the one that had her kids in the car,
Yep.
drove it into the.
I know, it was an
into the
unbelievable
water,
story.
and They denied giving her life in prison. All
I
right,
know.
weather.
Oh, I want to say with weather, we are looking at yesterday's.
Yeah, we had some
So-
issues. They're working on it.
So don't
was
mind that
too.
we're starting
Thanks,
on.
Marley. Thanks for rubbing that in. Okay, why don't you just say, "Man, John, you're old." Yeah. So with weather, we're going to be looking at yesterday's.
That's right.
You know what? I can tell you what it says in here. It says, let's see if it changed.
Not much.
Sunny with a high around 113. No, that's still the same. Southwest 5 to 10. Thursday 115. Winds 5 to 10 miles an hour.
Changed just a
A
little.
little bit. Friday, Saturday. It's still
We have
exactly the same.
50%, yeah.
50% Friday, 50% Saturday, 50% Sunday.
Mm.
High around 105, 107, 108. So I would say if we have 3 days of 50% chance that one of those days,
One of the
it
days we
should
might
hit.
get some. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right,
That'll
I
be
think
nice.
that is it. I think we got everything. Today at 4 o'clock, we have our Q&A segment, and I have Billy Chunayum. Billy is the guy overseeing building in Bullhead City. I sat down with him a little bit yesterday and talked about some of the things we're going to talk about tonight, and you need to tune in and see this. We're going to talk about businesses that are getting ready to open, businesses that are getting ready to start their building. He's also the one that oversees the code enforcement people. You need to tune in, get your
Questions ready?
man, John, you're old.
I
From
know,
my
so
wife.
I saw that.
What? So mean. Spousal
The
abuse.
abuse you take
Somebody
here.
call Adult Protective Services.
Yeah, that's
for me.
abuse.
But at 4 o'clock, Q&A. It's on our Facebook and YouTube channels. You're going to want to hear the news that he's got for us. We also got a lot of information, some that blew me away about the 280 acres across from Swandy's over here that was just sold.
Right.
He's got some more information on there. You have to check it out. Trust me.
Plus the new restaurants coming in.
There's some new restaurants
you're gonna
coming
have
in.
to tune in
One
to
of them's
find
coming.
out.
One of them's coming very close to our office here, and it's
Walking
gonna be
distance.
popular. Very,
Yes.
very walking distance. Yeah.
All right.
Along with some other really important things. So
Absolutely.
please tune in. All right. This has been brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. The Tri-State Radiology Center offers same or next day appointments, and they accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide open MRI and offer digital x-rays with their reports ready in 24 hours. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Jeff, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Happy hump day, and we will see you hopefully at 4 o'clock. If not, we'll see you tomorrow morning.
For Thirsty Thursday.
All right, we'll see you.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.